Hello everybody and welcome to my bonus episode of the RuneScape Classic series. There's one big thing that I wanted to do in the series that I did not get to do before I finished all the quests, and that is to slay the King Black Dragon. Now, I'm not super adamant on this. We're going to go attempt to kill it. Here's my gear. I don't have much food, which is what I think will be my downfall, as I've read that it drains your prayer when you start to fight him, much like the last fight in Legends Quest. But yeah, let's go fight him. No edited footage. Let's just go ahead and run in there and see how it goes. There are some lesser demons guarding his lair, and some other things I want to do in this episode is maybe explore a few of the areas I didn't really get to in the series, like the Heroes Guild we didn't really get to check out at all, the Champions Guild we didn't go into at all, and maybe if I could think of any other areas that I'd like to check out. Oh my gosh, this is horrible. Any other areas that I'd like to check out, we will do that, but yeah, this is probably my biggest problem with RS Classic, is just combat. How you engage in combat and you're kind of stuck there and you can't walk through enemies that are attacking you, or just enemies that can be attacked, simply put. And so here we go. Let's pull this. Let's go fight KBD. Oh wait, oh, it's attacking me already. Wait, what? Why am I walking over there? Okay, never mind. It was not attacking me already. Drink all of our stuff. Make sure Paralyzed Monster is on. And yeah, let's go fight KBD. I brought some runes and stuff. So let's see, first off, if it drains your prayer like it said it did. Yeah, it drains it down to 2, so prayer is actually completely useless. I brought some Earth Blasts to use against him, and wow, it is very hard to see his health or really anything because the weapon style changing is covering it up. So yeah, prayer is useless. If I have to come and make a second trip, I will not bring any prayer at all. But it seems like he's dealing quite decent damage to me, so let's run away and heal up real quick. Alright, engage back in a... Oh, what? 24? Excuse me? No? No, it's gonna kill me. Okay. Oh my god, I think I could be dead here. I could definitely be dead here because he hits hard. My god. Okay. Okay, we can run again. Eat. Might be able to eat more than last time. Okay. Let's engage back. I doubt I'm even close to killing him, honestly. This thing is a beast. I can't believe he hit it 18. Oh, good god. Oh, good god, I needed to bring better and more food, and oh man, this is unfortunate. But you know what, it's an experience to fight KBD, and I failed a spell, so I can't even cast the spell, which includes teleports. I'm a little stuck here. Oh my god, he's such a beast. I have no idea how much damage I've dealt to him. He has a lot of health, that's all I can tell you. And the spell failed again. That is very unfortunate. I should have just brought Water Blast. Those fail a little less often, so... Yep, I guess we can run and try to heal one more time, and then, yeah, if we're low on health, we'll just teleport out. Oh my god. Oh dear, you are dead. Yeah, so I don't think I'm going to be able to kill him. My stats are actually pretty low combat-wise. I know I completed all the quests, but a lot of that was luck. Like that last fight with the Black Demon in Legends Quest was very lucky. So 61 attack, barely high enough to wield dragon weapons. 57 strength doesn't make my max hit very high, and 47 defense means I'm going to be getting wailed on. So that was KBD. Maybe let's go explore some other things. Let's check out Lumbridge Castle, probably one of the most iconic locations in RuneScape history. The towers are pretty much the same, so we can ignore those. There's a little shed here, which I'm 99% sure is not in old school RuneScape or RS3. Just got a rat in there. Very interesting stuff. And as we head inside the castle, you'll see it's a little bit different. The dining room here is just slightly different. I think in old school in RS3 the table goes like the other way, and this one it goes that way. There's the cook for cook's assistant, and over here is an NPC that is very familiar, and if you watch the RuneScape documentary you will know that this was one of the first NPCs ever made in the game. This is Hans. Let's see what Hans says. I actually haven't talked to him. Hello, what are you doing here? You could say, I've come to kill everyone, I'm looking for whoever's in charge, and I don't know, I'm lost. So it doesn't have the option to check your playtime, which I actually really would have liked to see how much time I've put into RuneScape Classic on my road to finishing it. I honestly probably put close to maybe 200 or 300 hours into this to get where I am, maybe a little bit more, I'm not sure, I never really tracked it. Second floor is about the same. You got the Duke of Lumbridge chilling in his room, and interestingly enough, the third floor is nothing like it is in modern RuneScape. As you can see on this side of the tower, you've just got a spinning wheel and a chair, I assume with which to sit and spin stuff with, and I actually haven't checked out this side of the tower, so I don't know what's over here. But yeah, it's kind of unfortunate that all of this stuff will be lost once RuneScape Classic is disabled in less than 24 hours from now, actually. There's lots of logs up here. Wow, I didn't know that this existed. This could be a decent way to train your fire making. I've heard that there is a RuneScape Classic client called RSC Plus, which allows you to like world hop without closing the client. I haven't tried this out, and I'm not, endorsing it. I mean, not like this video will be out before RSC is down, but apparently you could world hop. So maybe if you lit all these logs on fire and then world hop, this could be a good fire making training method. But nevertheless, that is Lumbridge Castle. Let's go check out the Champions Guild. Alright, here we are at the entrance of the Champions Guild. I've gotta say, I can't defend this placement of the tree. It's pretty poor placement right in the way of the front door. But anyways, we enter. There's the Guild Master where we started the quest. We've got the, of course, the little chicken plot out here with a bunch of chickens. There's a range back there, if you want to walk all the way here from the bank to cook your stuff. It's very good. And upstairs we have Scavo. And somebody else. Let's talk to Scavo first because I believe he sells rune equipment. Want to buy some exciting new toys? Let's have a look then. Toys are pretty fun sometimes. Let's see what toys he's got. Yep, he's got rune equipment ranging from chainmail bodies, plate legs, plate skirts, rune sword, rune longsword, and rune maces. Some pretty basic stuff. And over here, we can talk to Valaine. I wonder what she sells. Hello there. Want to have a look at what we're selling today? Of course I do, Valaine. Thank you for the offer, m'lady. And she sells a cape. Okay, black helmet, black plate legs, and an adamantite plate mail body. Okay, so a little bit lower tier equipment for those who are not ready to wear rune, I guess. And I noticed something very interesting here in the corner. What is this? Emergency escape ladder. And it brings you down to out back of the guild. I guess that could have been kind of cool if they used it in some kind of a quest scenario, but no, there's just an emergency escape ladder in the back of the Champions Guild. Very interesting. I mean, there is only one entrance in the front, so if they don't know about that escape ladder, you can really make a nice escape. So now let's head to the Heroes Guild and check that place out. Here we are at the Heroes Guild. I haven't even entered this guild, actually. We completed Heroes Quest earlier today, and I did not go in it at all. So here, let's enter the Heroes Guild. We have Helmos. This name kind of just makes me think of helmets, and apparently he sells stuff, so do you sell anything here? Why, yes, we run an exclusive shop for our members. He sells exclusively the Dragon Battle Axe, also known as the Dragon Axe. Out back we have some trees. Are these just regular trees? This is a very exclusive wood cutting location, I'm guessing, and the Fountain of Heroes, which is where you recharge your Dragonstone jewelry, I assume. In normal RuneScape, that's in the basement of the Heroes Guild, so that's pretty interesting. Let's go upstairs, and up here it looks like there is just an empty room with a prayer altar. Okay, so you can restore your prayer points. Interesting. This is very, very interesting. And the real highlight of the Heroes Guild is down the stairs. So let's head downstairs real quick and see what we've got here. So this version of the Heroes Guild is much different. As you can see, there's some dragon bones on the ground. I'm assuming somebody's been killing the dragon, or maybe the dragon's in a different location. In Old School and RS3, there is a caged-in blue dragon that you can kill and train on, and I'm assuming it's the same here, as I can see drops popping up. Yeah, someone's been killing the blue dragon that's in there. And back here we have some rocks you can mine. I'm not sure if any of these have something in them. I believe one of these is a runite ore, but again, oh, here we go. There is... Oh, you fat. They are mining the runite ore and hopping worlds for that, I assume. So, yep. And oh, it looks like our blue dragon friend has respawned. This is a nice training location if you wanted to use magic or ranged. You can train that up whilst also killing a blue dragon with no risk. Pick up the dragon bones, bring it back to a bank, and make some money. So, yeah, I can imagine the Heroes Guild was quite popular back in the day. Although we already entered here in the main series, we didn't really give the Legends Guild a proper tour, so let's head inside. Of course, we have the totem pole that we brought back from the Karatzi jungle. Upstairs on the second floor, we have a lady to talk to known as Fianella. Her store sells assorted wares, very interesting stuff, as you can see. This is truly meta things that you can buy here. 2 swordfish, 5 apple pies. I don't know if those are decent healing. They might be. Attack potions, a sleeping bag, and 50 steel arrows. So interesting that that's the reward you get from the most difficult quest in RuneScape Classic, is a shop that sells like steel arrows. There is a bank up here, so you could actually, buy the stuff and bring it to your bank. I guess that could be a decent way of getting swordfish. I don't know. And then there's a man up here, obviously known as Siegfried Urkel. We did check out his shop in the main series, but let's look at it a little bit closer. Open it up, and you can buy yourself the Legends Cape, or Cape of Legends, which is the best cape in the game. The half-dragon square shield, which you use to make the best shield in the game. You do, of course, need to get the other half from rare drop table, which can be acquired from most enemies, most commonly from things like King Black Dragon and other black dragons and such. Maze Key, which is a weird thing that they sell, which just brings you back to that maze from the Dragon Slayer quest. Silverlight from the Demon Slayer quest. Dusty Key for the Taverley dungeon, and Mithril Seeds, which I actually did not try out in the main series. I wanted to see how Mithril Seeds worked, so we'll test those out in a moment. I do believe there's another area to go to in the Legends Guild. I think there's a downstairs. I thought I saw something over here. Let's see, this looks like a staircase. Yep, let's go downstairs in the Legends Guild and see what we can find ourselves. So down here, it looks like we have, do I have prayer? Okay, good. We have some giant bats to fight, and this place is way bigger than I thought it would be. Wow, never explored down here. We've got giant bats, we've also got some pit scorpions to train on, which are aggressive. Go ahead and turn on Paralyzed Monster because these things are actually hitting me decently. Very surprising, they're only level 35 combat, but yeah, I do believe there's another creature down here that people use to train on. Here we are, all the way at the back of the Legends Guild is Shadow Warriors, which some higher leveled players use to train on. They are aggressive, at least at my level, and I do believe they give pretty decent combat XP. I'm not sure about the drops, but I do know that people trained here back in RuneScape Classic, and in fact, some people used to train here back in the good old days of 2007, if I remember correctly. But yep, this is all that the Legends Guild has to offer, it seems. Alright, let us check out what the Mithril Seeds do. Let's open a Mithril Seed. You open the small Mithril case and drop a seed by your feet. A tree what? Excuse me? A tree magically sprouts around you. And plant trees? Oh my god, that is actually amazing. I did not expect that at all. I expected it to be flowers like in modern RuneScape. That's insane. You could just plant trees everywhere. I mean, can you have more than one tree up at a time? Can I just spam all of Varrock with trees? I mean, they have to only appear for me, right? I can't imagine they're appearing for other players, as I would imagine people would just walk around and spam these in popular areas, and I've never seen a tree in a random place. It looks like our old one just disappeared. They're only around for like 30 seconds, but yeah, that is very interesting. That's how Mithril Seeds work in RuneScape Classic, something I did not expect. And now a couple locations that I really wanted to check out, but there's no way I can get the levels to enter them before RuneScape Classic shuts down in about 24 hours. First off, the Fishing Guild, which you need, I believe, 66 fishing to get into. We're at 53. No way I can get those 13 levels in the next 24 hours, but it's pretty similar to old school in RS3's Fishing Guild. There is a spawn of Big Net, Harpoon, and a Lobster Pot there. Inside, there are some fishing spots to fish. Swordfish, lobsters, sharks, those are the most highly sought after fish in the game. And there are surters up here which will turn your sharks, lobsters, or swordfish into banknotes so that you can carry a ton of them at once up here. As you can see, these guys right in here will sort your items. So that's pretty much it about the Fishing Guild. A nice thing about the Fishing Guild is there is a left-click lobster location, so you do not have to right-click and hit cage. You can just left-click to fish them, which is much more convenient for a lot of people. And another place I wanted to check out was the Wizards Guild, which requires 66 magic to enter. I'm at 60. Definitely not going to get anywhere near 68, as the experience ramp is insane in RuneScape, as many of you know. So it's exactly the same as at least the old school version of the Wizards Guild. I haven't explored the Wizards Guild in RS3, but on the main floor, there is pretty much nothing. But if you go upstairs to the first floor, first floor UK, I should say, the second floor in the US, there is a Magic Star owner who sells runes, and it's actually the only place you can get soul runes in RuneScape Classic. So if you wanted to complete Legends Quest on an Iron Man account on RuneScape Classic, you would have to get 66 magic to be able to buy a soul rune. On the second floor is something I didn't know actually exists in old school RuneScape as well. There are portals. The north portal leads you to the Wizard's Tower. The east portal leads you to the Sorcerer's Tower, which is just south of Sears Village, where you do the Scorpion Catcher quest. And the south portal will lead you to the Dark Wizard's Tower west of Falador. This is very interesting. I never knew those portals were up there, actually. And I've been playing RuneScape since I was like 9 or 10 years old. And last but not least, there is the basement, which is super useful in RuneScape Classic. There are a bunch of caged zombies, and you can cast Crumble Undead on them, which is a really good magic training method. From what I've seen, you can get over 100,000 XP per hour in Classic doing this. So it is a place, I'm sure there's probably someone down there right now, not that I can access it. But yeah, the Mages Guild was actually a very, very useful area in RuneScape Classic. Another place we can check out real quick that's very popular in old school RuneScape is Edgeville. And Edgeville is a little bit different with the locations of the buildings and such, but here's the bank. Down there you have the entrance to the Edgeville dungeon, which is pretty much exactly the same. Up here we have a general store. Right here I believe is just this house with a bunch of men and women in there that you can kill. A lot of people kill them in old school for clue scrolls, but I don't know if there's any purpose to it in Classic. And then there's here, which is the little jail in Edgeville. And then if we head a little bit north, you'll know this is one of the most popular PKing spots right here above the Edgeville ditch. I'm sure a lot of people PK'd here. I'm not sure if pures were a big thing back in the day, making exact level pures, but if they were, this would definitely be the spot to PK at. And if you know RuneScape, you know that there is one other popular PK spot that I have not yet really shown in the series. The wilderness lever, or as it's known, you know, the Ardoin lever. You pull this and you end up at the wilderness lever out here in the wilderness. This is known as the teleport house in RuneScape Classic, and I'm sure that a lot of people PK'd out here as it's deep wildy. You know, one big thing about RuneScape Classic, I don't know if I've mentioned this, is that PKing was a lot harder in lower wilderness due to the fact that there is no teleblock spell. So you would have to probably have fights in deep wilderness if you didn't want to run the risk of somebody escaping from you. It seems like there were spells like, actually there are no spells like Entangle, so I don't think there's any way to trap players either. I imagine a lot of combat in the wilderness was with melee and probably mage attacks mixed in. But yeah, this is PKing in RuneScape Classic. I don't think I'll be able to show you any actual combat footage, but I'm sure it was very interesting. And so I think this will be the end of my little bonus episode of RuneScape Classic. This is everything I wanted to show off and explore before the game was over. Could do a quick scroll through of the spell book, I guess, if you were curious about that. The prayer book, everything's pretty similar to how it is in old school. And RS3, here are my final stats for the series: 112 quest points, which is maxed out. That's a lot more quest points than some people have in old school at RS3. Funnily enough, a ton of people hate quests. We ended with 871 skill total and 67 combat. So the RuneScape Classic series was a ton of fun. Honestly, I am truly sad to see RuneScape Classic get shut down, and there will be a whole lot of people who might come in and will never even get to experience this. Although I'm sure most people will not go to the extents that I did to experience RuneScape Classic. It does suck that nobody will be able to do this ever again after tomorrow. Now, another note, I didn't bot any of this in RuneScape Classic. A lot of people in the comments, now that I've started uploading the videos, are saying, oh, just bot it, just bot it. But I thought that might be a little inauthentic if I botted it. You know, I wouldn't get the true Classic experience of the daunting clicking to level fishing or woodcutting, having to drop the logs on the ground to do fire making, and how many times you fail thieving. So thieving takes forever to level up because they catch you so often. I would never have gotten the exact experience if I had botted it. Of course, botting's not against the rules, but still, like I said, I wanted the authentic experience. It was a long grind, it took a lot of time, but it was fun, and now I've experienced something that no one else will ever get to experience again. So if you're itching for some more RuneScape Classic content, you may have noticed the guy Cheritix, who did help me out at a certain point in the series. He has a YouTube channel known as Beast Fable, which I will link in the description, and I'm pointing this out because he has a high-level RuneScape Classic character, and he made some progress videos on that. Starting about a year ago, and I think he mentioned he was going to upload another one in the last few days of RuneScape Classic, so go check his channel out. He has some pretty interesting RuneScape Classic stuff, and you get to see the game from the perspective of a higher level player. So anyways, thanks for watching the video, guys. If you enjoyed, make sure to leave a like down below and comment what your thoughts are on RuneScape Classic. Did you ever play RuneScape Classic back in the day? What did you think of it then? What do you think of it now? And what are your opinions on them shutting the game down? So as always, I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Goodbye.